Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is my second ever chatty type of video, and I wanted to make this one for my volume 8 flip through because volume 8 has easily become my favorite insert I've ever made. So today that's what I'm gonna do. I don't have anything planned for this chatty video. I just want to talk about a certain spreads and what I liked and what I didn't like and things of that sort. I do want to put a disclaimer that most of these spreads are and have a lot of ateez content because as some of you know on Instagram, I am obsessed with ateez. It's crazy, it's phenomenal. The cover here, I have a couple of stickers from Alice. They're about Jungkook, which I love so much. I love him so much, and I can't believe I own these. I own this art. I can't believe it. I didn't have anything for the backing this time. I started this journal on March 16th and I finished it on April 14th, so a little under a month, but you'll understand why later. For the cover, a quick little disclaimer: I completely butchered Naga's name in this section, but I received this lovely postcard from her and I thought it would look perfect as the cover page, so I placed it here, and thank you so much. And I'm so sorry. I feel like it goes here really well. It reminds me a lot of the standard traveler's notebook. Oh, by the way, this insert I received it from another dear friend, Shereena. She sent me this, and I just so much love in here. So much love. Okay. Let's get started. I really hope the shadows here do not bother you. This is the only time I have, this is only available time I have to film a video today. So we'll see how it goes. Okay, so I showed you the cover. The first page. Okay, so I think up until this page I was on a bit of a hiatus from Instagram just for personal reasons that happened, and I don't really want to talk about them anymore because they're in the past. But I did get this spread out, and I think from here on out we'll see a change in my style a lot. Like, I incorporate more layering than I did before, but yeah. Oh, I love the texture of this paper. I love it. I love this journal. Okay. I don't know. More layering we have here, and as well as we start seeing ateez. I have Yeolsang here and I have Yoonho here. Most of this journal is just me talking about how I've been feeling as of late, which is not, it varies a lot. I feel like throughout this month I was feeling more happy than I've ever felt ever, and I just wanted to document that because it's not something that I find myself feeling as often as I did this month. So yeah, that is the true happiness. That's what I wrote. I also try to incorporate more stamps on my pages because I feel like all my pages look sort of the same. Oh gosh. This spread is unnecessary, but I made it because I wanted to show how in love I am with this boy. So I just made a spread about because throughout this hiatus I found comfort in ateez, so I wanted to dedicate a whole spread about how a group can have that much of an impact on your life. And there's a passing car. Great. Okay, so I just wanted to talk about how it's okay to not be okay all of the time, but you have to remember that there's always going to be someone there for you. Someone you know, someone you don't know, but it's just somebody who can make you feel better. And for me, through those times, it was ateez. And so now they hold a very special place in my heart. I think this is my favorite spread. Maybe not even the whole spread, I love this section right here. I just think there's so much going on, there's so many layers. And also this spread is inspired by my love, Hannah, who I have so much admiration for her because she's just such a great person. And so I just quoted, I quote a lot of ateez songs in this insert because it was kind of the beginning of my journey with them, and so there's just so much going on. I incorporated more of these pockets into this journal. So in here I have 2 little pieces of paper that have writing on the back, both. That it was just, I wanted to write a little bit more than I usually do on my spreads. So, and also because it's vellum, I always have a hard time working with vellum as it is. So I thought that was nice. And then there's like writing underneath here and here as always. I found a couple of old labels that I had made prior to when my label maker broke. So I added some detailing on here. I also really like this spread as well, just like this section. I like how it came out. 2 pages at once. Oh my gosh. Another just unnecessary but very much necessary spread about Yoonho. This was on his birthday. I wasn't planning on posting this on Instagram, but because I am so whipped for this boy, like just so whipped, I just had to. It was his birthday this day. By the way, I am a 97 liner, so all of ateez are younger than me. Which is a first really, because I tend to stan and bias groups that are older than me. Just, I don't even know why. It's just weird to me. But I've made an exception for ateez, of course. So yeah, I just made a spread about him, about the both sides of the pages are about him, just for his birthday. Another pocket here, oh gosh. So my dear friend Caro, some of you guys know her on Instagram. Her bias is Hongjun, so I wrote a little bit something in here for Hongjun. And she gave me, oh my god, we pen pal, and she's starting to give me a lot of her art, like doodles that she makes. And this is the second one she gave me, and it's a portrait of Daehyun, which I'm so in love with. So I didn't want to write directly on it, so I just I just placed it over a classic-y card, and I just named it Daehyun's portrait. And so it just resides here. And yeah, these little pocket things you'll see a lot in this insert. And yeah, some of these spreads I had to catch up, so the creativity is lacking. Like this spread, I don't really know what was going through my head when I was making this spread, but it's okay. You live and you learn and you move on. Same with this spread. A lot of you know that my color scheme is on the neutral tones, and this to me feels very spring if that makes any sense. Needless to say, it's not one of my favorites, but I think it looks good together. But when you just focus on certain aspects of it, it's just, what were you thinking? And I also feel like if these were your colors, this would be a really pretty spread. Question mark. I don't know. It's not my quote unquote aesthetic, as you'd say. So we're just gonna move on. Oh god. So Alice opened up her shop and she had a lot of new releases. She released the Jungkook sticker sheet, as well as a Spring Day sticker sheet with BTS, and I'm just so in love. So I always like to dedicate either a half or a whole spread when I make a purchase, and because it's Alice and it's her stickers, they're my favorite stickers, as a lot of you may know. I made a whole spread about it. I also received an ephemera. I say ephemera. Maybe I'm saying it wrong. I received a box today, or this day. And so I pasted one of these here. And then this lovely art right here was on the bag that the stickers from Alice came, so I just had to write that on, place that on here. And these were some of the stamps that came with the package, and Alice, I can't. Alice is just art. This spread, I think, was it this one? Yes, I think I held a Q&A on Instagram while I was making this spread, so it's very all over the place because I was focusing on answering questions at the same time that I was making this spread. So I feel like a lot of the elements go well together on their own. Like if you just look at that, it kind of works. And if you look at this, it kind of works. I don't know. But yeah. ateez had their first episode of Wanted out, and what I did is I dedicated like a little portion of the page to write in my thoughts about my favorite scenes or something that stood out to me, so you will see that for the rest of the episodes. Oh, by the way, I want to talk about this. I felt inspired by Alice's music box, and so I wanted to kind of make it my own, just so that it wouldn't be like the same. So I had an idea about putting these washi tape music albums on there and not making a box around it. So I think this is something you will definitely, I think you've already seen it on the previous ones, but this is something that I really love. I love so much. I love doing. And this paper, I can't get over the paper. This is my favorite insert, but there are pages that I don't even know what was going through my head, and this is definitely one of them. But I think with pages that you don't like, it's important to document them because it shows you what works for you and what doesn't, and it also just shows you how your mind works. Like certain days you have spreads that you love and you're over the moon for it, and then there's pages that you're just like, what was I thinking? And I think that's kind of cool to document. For this spread, I don't have anything on here because I ranked the ateez songs in the order that I like, and I shouldn't have done that because the ranking that I gave this is already changed for me. It changes daily. My favorite song changes daily. Well, I think from the second one to the last it changes daily, but Treasure will always hold a very special place in my heart. And so I didn't want it to look very plain, so I just added a picture of Wooyoung at the bottom here. And I think Billie released her album on this day, so we have some songs from Billie, but I wanted to dedicate a whole spread to her. I'm so sorry. Okay, I wanted to dedicate a whole spread to her, so you'll see a lot of Billy quotes here and there, and the Billy spread will come on later. I went to a shop this day that I really wanted to go to for a while, and then when I got home I got Happy Mail from a lovely shop online. I cannot pronounce that. But I really love a lot of the circle stickers you see will be from that shop. I really love it. Oh. And I don't know what I was, another spread that's kind of like all over the place here, but Jungkook's birthday came around, and so here I have a whole spread about it. I think that's something that I started doing, I want to say after, yeah, Yoonho's birthday. I started documenting my favorites birthdays, if I remember, because sometimes I forget. And I was kind of thinking about making a whole insert just about birthdays, but we'll see. I don't know, because yeah, it makes it easier for me to not fill up my inserts so quickly, because as you know, this took me a little less than a month to make. And here we have Billy's spread for her album. I ranked the songs, I think, yeah, I ranked the songs from my favorite to my least down here, which has already changed, of course. I think, no, I didn't. I just wrote the song titles and my initial reaction. So no, I did not rank the songs. I ranked them on Instagram, I think. I'm just so whipped for this boy at this point, so you'll see a lot of Yoonho in my spreads. Oh, Sonhwa's birthday came around as well, and I have a spread here for him. I love him so much. I really like how this spread looks together, but when I posted it on Instagram, I just posted this half because Sonhwa's birthday had already passed, so I didn't want to, I don't know, I didn't want to put attention to it when it's like, I don't know, it's kind of weird thinking, but I really like how this section came out. That section, I incorporated a lot more of stamps that I bought and stamps that came from packages that I've received. It's just, I think stamps give it like a little extra feeling to your spreads. I love Alice stickers so much. She released another new sheet, so of course I had to get it, and this art right here is by her, so I just took it directly from the bag and just placed it here. And then more Yoonho, and this is my favorite picture of Jongho, so of course it had to be incorporated. For this one I just did half a page, and I did a bit of journaling for that day on here, and this is one of the girls from the new sheet, which they have such a somber kind of longing feeling to them, and I love them so much, so I had to stock up. That's what I did with a lot of the new the new sheets. I stocked up, but I'm already running low because as I'm filming this, I am halfway through volume 9 at the time. I think here you'll find that I started double biasing Mingi and Yoonho, so there's gonna be more Mingi, I think, from now on. And there's always Songhwa in my spreads because I kind of think he's like my hidden muse. So I like how this spread came out. My mom got me a cookie, and it had this really lovely logo on here, which I already had this half of the spread, so I kind of thought that the colors would go well if I made the spread look compatible to each other. And I think I like this side of the spread. Oh, on this day I received Happy Mail from a lovely shop on Instagram. They reached out to me and they asked if I wanted to try out their stickers before they launched their shop, and it's these stickers right here, and they're so cute. I use them so often after this. I love them. The little doodles are just my favorite, and circle stickers, of course, they're everywhere in my spreads, so can never go wrong with that. This is another spread that it's here. We have a 7 years with EXO highlighted right there. I was listening to Monologue by Taemin. I love that album so much. And I think I printed this photo out for a collab, but I didn't end up using it, and so I stuck it on here as it looks right here. And I kind of liked the feeling it just had in the little corner of the spread, so I think I worked all of this around this photo, but in the end I don't really think I liked how it came out. Oh my god. We got Bentley. I love the return of Superman. So I printed out this picture of Bentley. He just looks very, not tired, but kind of like done with the situation, and I was feeling that about certain things in my life at the time, so I really wrote, Bentley is a mood always. Because he really is. And so yeah, there's a lot of layering in my spreads as of this time, and I kind of wish I hadn't stressed out this layout, because I find myself not journaling as often now because of the fact that all my spreads look the same, or I feel like all my spreads look the same. So I'm kind of trying to find myself in a different mindset where I can create something new but that still reflects who I am on my pages, if that makes any sense. So please bear with me for a little while longer while I make spreads that are the same. And here we have Mingi, as I told you. The Bobai is Mingi and Yunho now in ateez. Oh my gosh. I received Happy Mail from my very dear friend Kyla. She made me a whole spread. I don't think I can show you this because she has writing on it. But yeah, she made me a whole spread, you guys. So I just wanted to put that spread into my actual insert, so I just clipped it on here with those tapes. But oh my gosh, let me see if I can show you. Okay, what if I do this? Maybe, perhaps, yeah. This is so pretty. When I opened this, I texted her and I was like, Kyla, I have a piece of you in my journal now forever. And so here I did a journal with me about a section of this. For my Happy Mails, I get too excited, and I feel like my initial response is I look over so many things, so that's why I don't completely finish a spread in the video, because I need time to sit and actually go through everything that I received. So this is the complete look of the spread. I love how she made me a little color palette for some circle stickers, and she even wrote ateez on one of them. That is so cute. I was over the moon over all of this. And so yeah, that's Kyla. And oh, this day I received 3 packages, 3 lovely Happy Mails. Okay, 3 lovely Happy Mails. Yes, okay. So this day I received Happy Mail from my lovely friend Martha. I think you saw this portion. I'm sorry, I keep forgetting to look up when the time's up, but I think I was last on. She gave me a lot of ateez pictures, prints, so I wanted to use them, and you saw this half of the spread as I was making it. Here's the finishing look of that, and I pasted her letter on here. and underneath it I have the second half of the spread. So yeah, I used a lot of the stickers she gave me. They're so cute. I have so much that I haven't used yet. And oh, the third of the Happy Mail. This is actually my last video. I received Happy Mail from Fia. I really hope I'm saying all of your names right, because that's the thing about online friendships. You kind of have a way of saying things and it could be completely wrong, but I hope I'm saying this right. And I'm so sorry about the lighting. As I told you at the beginning of the video, it's all over the place. But I received a Happy Mail from Fia, and so you saw most of the spread, but here is the complete look. I want to take this moment to like thank all of my friends, because I don't really I don't really deserve any of this, but you guys go out of your way to give it to me, and it's just something that blows my mind, because I am not deserving of this much love. I just hope it comes across that I'm so grateful and that I cherish you so much, and that I hope that you like what I send you as well, because I don't know, I feel like sometimes I forget to show that or express that as much as I'm feeling it, so it might come out weird or something, but I'm truly so grateful for all of you. So thank you so much. Here, oh, we have Sehun's birthday, of course. Have to honor the ultimate bias. So we have Sehun here, and just regular day. I think I'm gonna do a chatty flip throughs from now on, because these are so fun. So let me know in the comments if you'd like me to talk more about what I actually wrote about, because right now I've just been talking about how like the spreads make me feel, not much about what's actually going on in the spreads, because I think that's a little bit more personal. But if that's something you would like to hear from me and see, please do let me know, and I will make my best effort to do that for volume 9. But for now, we're just kind of just taking a look at the spreads and my opinion on them. Daehyun and Jungkook did, I think this is a radio show together, and anytime that my BAP babies are together, it makes me so emotional and so happy. So I of course had to well, I mean, this section I'm gonna tell you what I wrote about. In this section I wrote about them being together and just how happy I am that they look genuinely more happy now that they left the company. And although it's sad that they're not together anymore as a group, I think that they cherish their friendship so much. So and they have time for each other, so that's just, I'm just so happy that they're in a better place now. I received Happy Mail from the Red Label. I think they, yes, she opened her shop again. Yvonne, I think that's how you say her name. I'm so sorry if I'm butchering all these names. She opened her shop again, and I only owned one of the sets that she has on her shop, so I wanted to get more, and I think I got about 3 more sets, and I think this is one of the new ones. Yes, I think this is one of the new ones, and it's just so cute. I took one of the little bags it came in, and I just sticked the I stick the receipt in here. I just for the aesthetics, you know. You know, the envelopes. And here I'm using the little wax thing that Fia gave me, which I think I used here. Yes, I used here as well, and it's just so cute. I used some of the little bears. They're bears, right? Yes, little bears I like this side of the spread, but this one not so much. I just think it's very plain, but I mean it has sun in here, so he makes it all the better. I think I was in a slump after this. Like, these remaining spreads are not some of my favorites, but that always happens. I always start off either really strong or in the middle. I get my most creative flow, and then I don't know what it is about finishing an insert that just kind of turns my brain off, and I just kind of panic and want to do everything at once. So needless to say, some of these spreads are not my favorite, but we have Woyoung and Seonhwa in the spread as well. More ateez. I try to incorporate more washi tape stickers on here because I feel like, as I've told you, I feel like all my spreads kind of look the same, so I wanted to make something different. More Seonhwa, more stickers of course. And I've been doing this, I think you've noticed, I don't think I've mentioned this yet. I've been doing a lot of these vellum, text on vellum as layering. And so yeah, and we're at the very end of the insert. My last pages, the very last page, I've never really liked, but I think I'll make an exception with this one. I stuck a piece of dried baby's breath on here over a picture of Woyoung, and I think I usually make a spread about my feelings about the insert and my mood about the insert, and just my overall how I felt throughout the insert, and just reflecting on things that worked and things that didn't. So that is what I do here. And I didn't write anything on the last page because I kind of, like, I've stressed enough that these past few pages aren't really my favorite. I kind of wanted to start fresh, and I kind of also like the look of this. Maybe I should have done something that could go around, but you know, I didn't. So this video is probably my longest video on this channel. I really do hope you made it to the end. If you made it just 1 or 2 minutes, I'm still really thankful. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in my next video. Sending love always. Bye.